What is happening, Ranger Nation? It's Kwing here, and it's time for another Power Rangers news update. And I know it's been a very long time, but we've got some cool news to discuss, such as Season Pass 1's release date, say what? And a new Ranger is coming to Legacy Wars. More right after this. Alright, let's get back to action! So today we're discussing the newest Ranger to enter the Morphin grid for Legacy Wars, and it's not who you think it is. Now, a lot of fans thought that we would see the Red Ninja Storm Ranger as a tribute to the passing of the actor who played the character in the first Disney Power Rangers series. Although Hasbro hasn't said no to the idea, we have no idea if this character is actually going to appear or not anytime soon, but I think it would actually be a really great gesture to the fans, and it would just be nice to the family of the actor as well. But that is not the Ranger that we are getting. This week, apparently, we will be getting the Black Mighty Morphin Ranger rocking the Green Ranger Dragon Shield. Now, if you didn't know this, Zach actually wore the Dragon Shield, I believe it was in Season 2, when they were fighting this oyster monster, and Tommy sacrificed his shield to protect his friend Zach because the other Rangers were already gone. And Zach, of course, rocked the shield, beat the monster. It was a cool episode, and then we never saw any other Ranger wear the Dragon Shield until the comics, where I believe Kimberly wore it in the Shattered Grid event in the final battle on the moon. So it showed that the Dragon Shield can basically be transferred to any Mighty Morphin Ranger. But I really hope that the Dragon Shield Black Ranger is not going to be a legendary. I want the character to be an epic, so it's easier to get, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a cash grab. But you didn't hear that from me. Now, what you all came for, the Battle for the Grid Season Pass 1 release date will be in June? So apparently there's a lot of rumors going around on Nintendo's side that the first Season Pass is going to release around either June 25th, the 27th, or the 29th. And I think that is a terrible idea, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, if you didn't know this, in the world of fighting games, there's a lot of hype going on for a certain MK11 right now, and they are releasing their Shang Tsung DLC. I believe it's right in the middle of June, but right now they're being smart and they're hyping up all the characters that are coming, including a very famous B-movie horror actor, and I'm a fan of, but I can't talk about it on this channel, so it makes me sad. But that character supposedly is coming. Plus, besides all that other hype, you have a new fighting game called Samurai Showdown, which is a remake of the OG Samurai Showdown, which will be releasing on the Switch, the PS4, and the Xbox One, and it will also have DLC fighters that will release throughout the summer. Plus, you have another fighting game that is a bit older, but it's still being supported, and that is Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, which is also going to have DLC fighters. So, releasing a new Power Ranger, like even 3 of them right now when hardly anybody is playing your game, is a very bad idea, because these characters are going to fly under the radar, and it doesn't matter if one of them is Zeo Gold. You have nobody playing the game anymore. It's like a ghost town. I go online, I never connect with anybody on the Switch or the PS4. Even if people are playing on the Xbox One, it's still hard to get any matches that aren't 5 or 6 pro players that everybody knows plays the game. But as for normal people that just love fighting games, it's more or less dead. As far as I know, Amber and I were the only big channel left that was still covering the game up until a few days ago when Team 4-Star basically started doing the story mode. And let me tell you, that is very bad for a game that just came out in March. Usually games are supposed to have at least a 6-month lifespan where people are still adamantly playing your game as YouTube content creators, and they're not anymore. So you need to do something, anyway, to get a hold of content creators or something, because the game is on, like, its last lifeline. What I would do for the Season Pass, I would not release it in June, first of all. What I would do is I would get a hold of the press people, hint hint, and send a trailer of the upcoming Season Pass 1 characters and hype them up for later this summer. But people have to know they're coming. these placeholders aren't going to do squat. You have to show the public that they have something they can invest into, and right now that's nothing. Hasbro and Enway have both gone silent. My persons of contact are gone, more or less. There is no communication with content creators, with the press, anything. I mean, currently the Twitter is being run by somebody else for Battle for the Grid, and they're just doing unnecessary things like posting trailers for characters that have already released. It's like, why didn't you do that a month or two ago? So, I mean, there's really not a lot going on with that game anymore, and it's very sad because Power Rangers Battle for the Grid has a lot of potential. It really does. But again, I would wait for some type of major Power Rangers event to release the characters. Whether it's Gold Ranger, White Ranger, whatever, you want to build up the fandom's hype for these characters because you have a solid fighting game. You really do. And in time, it could be much, much better if you continue to support it. And I have this grim feeling in the pit of my stomach that they're not going to. I have a feeling that this was an experiment, and without the talented people that are no longer at Enway anymore, this thing is going to come crumbling down faster than, well, anything we've seen before. But I hope I'm wrong. But anyway, now I want to hear from all of you guys and gals. Do you believe that the Season Pass is really going to come out in June and be oversaturated by all the other fighting games that are coming out and releasing content as well? Or do you think I'm being paranoid and the Season Pass 1 won't release until Beast Morphers is back on television or Power Morphicon? Let me know in the comments section below. Feel free to open the floodgates of discussion, just be civil with each other, yada yada yada. But anyway, that does it for me for Power Rangers news for a while. Just a little reminder that Power Rangers Versus episodes are now only going to be once a week, every Saturday, because we have pretty much exhausted everything that you can think of in this game. We've done the arcade mode, we've done the story, we've done Versus modes, so yeah, we kind of just only have a few episodes left, maybe 6. And if we milk them on Saturdays, well, then there's a possibility there might be a new Ranger before then. I don't know. But anyway, Ranger Nation, always a pleasure to see you guys again. And until we meet again, God bless and happy gaming. May the power protect you. See ya.